Magic. We're gone. We're back. Isn't it amazing how I can do that? You guys know the trick, right? Okay. Anyway, we're back. We're working on the LoveBoat. You know, and it's always a good time when the LoveBoat's setting sail. Okay, it's fun. I'm not gonna lie. It runs 10s, spinning the 9s. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not ashamed to say I'm having a good time running a slow car, even though it has an AOD. I'm not ashamed of that. So you guys stop judging me all the time. I can feel it in the comments and stuff. Anyway, it's time. It's time for our next modification. We've done the intake, the throttle body, we've done the gears, we've done the exhaust, sort of. These things are all better than they were, but not, some of it's not quite as good as it'll end up being, so on and so forth. So it's time for our next ho-hum modification that'll make it better than it was, probably not as good as it's going to be. We've got a couple of major issues with this car from the factory. We had a bunch of them, obviously. One, it was fat and heavy. I'm fat and heavy, but I'm not as slow as this thing was. I actually moved pretty good for my size. See, you guys saw me disappear and reappear. How do you think I do that? It's kind of fat. It's kind of heavy. It had crap gears. We rectified that. It had a crap intake system. We've somewhat rectified that. It had crap exhaust. We somewhat rectified that. We rectified some of the weight. And it still has crap converter. That's not what we're doing. It has crap heads. That's not what we're doing. It has a crap cam. Okay, now you know, baby. We got the power. But that's not all we're going to do. You can't just put an HO cam in this thing because it has the standard 302 firing order, and that will make the computer go, what are you doing here? It also has the 14-pound gray tops, which kind of stink. We also put a good fuel pump in it. I forgot about that. Maybe I should make a list, or cue cards. So we're going to put a cam in it, but that's not all. We've also got this stuff. A DA speed density computer remanufacture. I had this laying around. Heck, I'm not even sure where. I think it may have came with the brain when I got it. We've also got in this cat treat jug, we have some 19-pound injectors, the good 4-hole ones out of the Explorer. We've got that and that, plus the cam, and we've got a couple other little things we're going to do while we're working on it. This whole bundle, we're going to rebuild the track lock that we should have rebuilt to begin with. And I know one of the subscribers, Lumbee Warrior, he likes doing the multiple steals and stuff like that. I'm not going to do it, so I'm sure he is going to go crazy in the comment section. So you guys be looking for that comment from him. He'll be letting me know. You can hear the cogeneration electrical plant, man. They're getting ready to lift off over there. Hey! Turn that crap down! Man, I hate being a get off that lawn guy, but get off my lawn guy, but when I'm trying to make a YouTube video, I can't have all that industrial stuff going on. Anyway, we've also got one other little thing. We've got all this tubing, and we're going to try and boom tube us a little bit. Of course, Lincoln in their infinite wisdom put the stupid clips on the headlights, so they're a total pain to get out. Matter of fact, I still haven't even got the one headlight out yet, but I hadn't really been working on it either, and I haven't put a hammer on it. So once I put a hammer on it, it's coming out regardless. So we're going to try and do some boom tubing for us so we can. And we'll try and get a little bit of extra air in there for those E6 heads to slurp on. This is probably already like 5 minutes of just me rambling on like a psychopath. But like I said before, this channel has just degenerated into my own personal amusement. If everyone doesn't like it, well, sorry, I guess you're not going to like it. So anyway, let me get to work. We're going to do it. We're going to start tearing into this thing, and we'll put our little HO cam in, and we'll rebuild our track lock, and we'll maybe do some boom tubing. But first, we're going to go get some lunch at Whataburger. We're also gonna put in our 19s in our DA1 computer and see if it runs after we're done with that. There's a possibility it couldn't. Then we'll just go carb. That'll make everybody happy. So, all right, let's get to work. No, let's go eat lunch, then let's get to work. Let's do it. The first thing that we're gonna do is we're going to take the hood off. Now, I could have unbolted it at the hinge. But I was just going to take the whole thing off. Part of it, honestly, part of it is strictly curiosity because I want to see how much the hood weighs. Wow, the hood is super light. It's like 32, maybe 33 pounds on the scale. That might be hard to see, but I'm also holding the hood. It's leaning against my finger. That's with the hinges on it. Dang. That's lighter than a Mustang hood. Wow. Good job, Lincoln. Shoot, I was actually thinking about gutting the inner structure and stuff. I don't even know if it's really worth the trouble. I mean, I just don't know how much I could get out of it. I mean, gutting some of this inner structure and stuff out and then hood pinning it. Sorry, I'm just making a mess here. Filming is bad. Anyway, 32, 33, dang. All right, now we have a lot more light and workable area. So now I can start pulling. I don't want to lose these bolts. Start pulling stuff apart. I take the radiator out, intake off, all that kind of good stuff. So to get to the guts, get to the heart, get to the brain of it. So, all right, well, let's get to work. Motivation level is kind of low, but you know, I don't know. We still got to do it. Woo! We did it! What a pain in the... Dang it. Man, you get spoiled doing the Mustangs. Holy crap. These clips, they suck, bro. No doubts. But we got it out. So, good job to us. Now we can see exactly what we've got to work with here. We're obviously gonna have to make our hole much larger than it is now. There we go. Man, now we're starting to feel it. Boom tube. Woo! Man, I'm telling you, granted we hadn't even started on the cam swap or the track lock. That's actual real work. This is just piddling, but sometimes you got to piddle to get a little motivation, and man, that looks cool. I'm down with that. I'm excited. One other thing with the cam, I know the heads are really going to hold us back, but I kind of compared the Lincoln to the van as far as how it runs and stuff. Performance-wise, the van's heavier, but it had better things. Cam and head stuff. The other thing with the van is I have to shift the Lincoln at like 4,500. It's just done. It's will stutter just a hair at the top, past 45. I don't know if that's valve springs. Could be some kind of funky fuel limiter in the computer. I don't know anything about these computers, and before anyone says no, the fuel limiter's at 6250, I don't know if that's in Lincoln's. I've got 2 van computers that will tell you otherwise, that their rev limiter is at about 5200, and it'll just whom, like it's on a 2-step. I put the regular computer for the van in, it'll go to wherever you want it to. I don't know where the fuel limiter is on it. I don't want to find out. So, could be a fuel limiter on the Lincoln holding it back, which the DA1 will take care of that. Could be valve springs, which that's not, the cam's not going to help that, so I'm going to make it worse. Or it could be the cam. It could be a lot of different things. But what I'm getting at is that the van is operating with about 1,000 more RPM, it seems, of usable power band than the Lincoln. That's a huge difference. So we can get the boom tube, we can get the cam, we can get the 19s, get the computer. Man, if we could pick up about 800 or 900, 700, I'll even take 700, 800 RPM. That's a big jump in performance. So we are excited. Ooh, can you feel it? Hold on. All right, let me get back to work. Stupid. That looks cool though. I'm down with it. All right, here's roughly how it's gonna look. We've got the boom tube just set in here. We're about, technically, we just need a 4-to-4 coupler. We'll get us a fern coing, and we'll finally have the boom tube on the LoveBoat, which I'm it's kind of like a rite of passage. So I'm excited to have that on there. I'll be more excited when I get the cam in, so maybe I should quit talking about it and start working on it. We've got all the push rods and lifters out. We got the rock arms off, of course. Now all we got to do is take the radiator out and take the front dress off, and slide the cam out. We got to get a timing chain cover. We got to get a timing chain, and we'll probably pick those two things up in the next day or so, and maybe, I don't know, work on it in a day or two. We got some stuff going on tomorrow, so we can't work on it. And maybe Monday. We're not 100% sure on that, but like I say, we still got to swap our computer out. We still got to do our injectors. But we made a little progress, a little bit more than we had before. We got I'm like more excited about the boom tube thing, and the cam. I'm kind of hoping this thing will kind of wake up a little bit, give us a few more RPM and stuff, and just get it kind of close. Then we'll worry about what we're gonna do about heads and stuff. I know, who cares? Well, I care. So anyway, less talking, more working. Well, we got the gray beards out, we got the gingers put in it, so we're 19-pound ready. I think that's gonna wrap it up for today. We didn't get a whole lot done, unless you call not getting a whole lot done, then we succeeded. But we got a little bit done, so which is a little bit more than what we had before. So we'll get back on this when we get a hot minute. We've got some stuff to do, so it won't be tomorrow, but maybe the day after. Maybe try and have it buttoned up for the next track day. Go up there and get a little further in the nines. All right, well, we'll be back. In just a second. Okay, well, being back in just a second actually turned into 3 weeks. It has been roughly 3 weeks since we tore this thing apart. I hurt my hand, specifically my finger and stuff. Nobody cares about that, but that's as much as I can bend it. My whole hand was swollen up, blah, blah, I know. But it kept me out of action, and I'm still technically kind of out of action because I'm see how that works. So it's 3 weeks later. Nobody cares. Let's move on. We're going to try and work on the Lincoln a little bit. And while we were down for the count, we've got some boxes. We've actually got a lot of boxes. Some of these boxes may be in other videos. They will be in other videos, but as of right now, we have a lot of boxes sitting around. We got a couple things for Lincoln. One of them is this. I know we've been working out here so much because we've been working on the Lincoln and things like that. We hadn't been doing a lot of at-home working. So this is a, hey, you don't want me to cut this thing open. There'll be stuff going everywhere. Okay, this is nothing exciting. Actually, most of the stuff we get in the mail is not exciting. But this is what we got. It's a delete plate. You may recognize, or whatever. We took the one off the silver car to use on our intake to seal up our vacuum leak, blah, blah, blah. Well, we obviously can't just leave it because we need it for the silver car. So we got this one off of eBay. It's used. It was $25, I believe, shipped. So that's what we got. We got that. We also got a, from AutoZone, your industry leader in auto parts. We got a, oh God, these videos are just, they're just terrible. We got a timing chain, whoopie-doo. We got some RTV. We bought that at Walmart. And we got a timing chain gasket, cover gasket. I guess more exciting than maybe that is what is in this box, these boxes. These boxes. It's probably not hard to guess what these are by the size of the box, but we're going to take a look anyway. I've actually had these for quite a while. I say quite a while. It's been a couple of weeks, at least, sitting in the garage. Yes, it is wheels. Woo. Oh yeah. There we go. We went all out. We got the back wheels. Sorry, I'm trying to get the center cap out so I don't crush it. We got wheels. We got the matching. Say matching. They're matching. We got the matching wheels for the Lincoln. We can put our back wheels on. Now these are a 15 by 10 and they're 5.5 inches of back space. There's only two options. There's 5.5 and there's 4.5. So we obviously got the 5.5. There's a lot of room in the wheel wells in this car, so I think we're pretty safe. I actually wanted to test fit some wheels, like borrow some from Pirate. He has some 5-lug. But after having the tires and stuff on this car, the slicks, it looks like we have a lot of room. Now we're not gonna put these on initially. I refuse to put a set of awesome wheels on a car that runs high nines. That just, I can't do that. It's the principle of the thing. So we're gonna have to wait a while to put these on. I know that sounds completely stupid, but I just can't do it. Sorry. So maybe after we get the T5, if we get it, how about this? We get it in the 8s and I'll put the wheels on. Sound fair? All right, well, whether it sounds fair or not, that's what's happening. Here comes somebody. There we go. Oh, here's John on the tractor. Okay, so there we go. That's what we got. We got some parts. This video is going to be really long, and I say that all the time. I'm not even going to say it's going to be sucky. It's going to be substandard. So, got our timing chain. We got some RTV. We've got all the necessities so we can put our cam in. And we got some other stuff. So. All right, well, let's get to work. And I'm hungry too. God, just got off work, so I'm hungry. Well, we got the timing cover off, and hold on. Oh, that's not bad. Hold on, you can't even. got a little slop in there. So, like I say, we're think we're gonna be done for the day. We'll come in tomorrow and obviously pull the timing chain off and pull the old cam out and lube up our HO cam, stick it in, put our new timing chain on, and you know, put a new seal in the timing cover and kind of put it all back together again. So, and then see what we got. We also got to change out the computer and a few other things we got to do. So anyway, we did get something done. It's basically been 3 weeks, but we did get some car work done. So hooray for us. Okay, we have got our timing chain off and our cam retainer, and now we've got a long bolt. Ooh, she's tight. Oh, ouch. I want to be careful. I know, right? You want to be as careful as you can, and I know this does not look like I'm doing a good job, but you want to be as careful as you can so you don't nick up any cam bearings. Again, I'm doing a substandard job of that. All right, there we go. That right there, my friends, is the epitome of roller cam garbage. This is quite literally the worst roller cam put in a small block Ford. This is worse, in my opinion, than the truck cams, the Explorer cams, well, the truck roller cams. The Explorer cams, this thing is junk. So what we're gonna put in is something that is slightly less junky. The mighty HO cam. So, all right, well, there we go. We're making some progress. Look, I can't even bend my fingers like I'm flipping you guys off all the time. All right, we can set this somewhere. Well, it doesn't really matter where we put it. If it falls over, no one's gonna care because it's a piece of crap. We've got our HO cam, and we're gonna put a little bit of sauce on it. Now, some people may not agree with putting some on the lobes. This roller, it's already broke in. We'll put a little dab on the lifter wheels. And see where we're at. This is why you have the long bolt, so you can. Man, there we go. Okay. Give it just a little tap. Get it all seated in a little bit. Okay. There we go. Now we can clean up our retaining bolt and set that on there. Be good to go. Doesn't that sound fun? Okay, we've got everything mildly cleaned up. Now we can slide our timing chain on. We soaked it in some oil to get a little bit of the air bubbles out of it and to just get it lubed up a little bit. So we can put that in. Of course, it'll be dot to dot, you know, like everybody else does. Not everybody, the professionals do it, they degree it. We are not professionals, we're substandard. So we'll just stick that in. Wow, what is it with people in RTV, man? They believe in that stuff. I mean, I believe in it too, but man, not for everything. So anyway, We can put the timing chain on. We still got to do the seal and the timing cover and stuff, so we may go do that real quick. Let it be sitting, because we're gonna RTV the lip for the oil pan to the cover and stuff. That's how we do it. So we may go ahead and do that and let it be sitting. So got our new timing chain on, and dot to dot. So looking good. There we go. Looks better than the other one. So we're still waiting on our timing cover stuff to RTV our bottom part of our gaskets and our end seal to dry a little bit. So we'll go ahead and drop the lifters back in and, you know, roll it around to number 1 so we can drop the distributor in whenever we're ready, and whatever. Piece by piece, like Johnny Cash said, one piece at a time. Okay, Huckleberries, we got our, what is this thing? Our MOZ2. Ooh, sounds fancy. We got that out. And now we're going to put in our DA1 that says remanufacture. So we're going to slide that in, and that is going to be the key to unlocking, who knows. Let's just hope it's a little bit faster. So I know you guys are getting super pumped about this Lincoln, all the progress we're making. I mean, it's exciting times on the channel. So let me stick this in, and we will literally almost have an HO motor, minus heads. All right, enough. Let me go do this. I know what happens now is we're just not showing you me working on anything because I'm not really doing nothing, and I'm terrible at filming while I'm trying to do every little thing. So it's like, hey, I do something and I show you what I did, and then I do something, I show you what I did. What you end up with is 25 minutes of me talking, and that's value, people. That is true value. We have gotten the timing cover on. We've got the rockers bolted down. We've got the valve covers on. We got the balancer on. You know, we've made a little progress. We didn't get as much done today as we would have liked or that we had hoped to get. We spent about an hour, a little bit over an hour on the phone with David talking. So that's what happens. But we did get some stuff done. I think we're gonna go ahead and bolt the lower intake on and have it where it's set up, and then so it's sitting up and be cured and everything. And I think tomorrow we should fire it up, see how it goes. So anyway, let me bolt lower intake on. Be back in a minute. Oh God, this video is gonna be long. So maybe we'll have a drive in this one. More time-lapse action, and yes, we should be using a torque wrench to do this, but like I've said before, it's not going to be on here that long, kind of a deal. We'll have it back off, I think, here in a little while when we decide what our next move is going to be. Is it going to be heads, depending on how the cam thing works out. I mean, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. We haven't even got it started yet with the cam. Are we going to go heads, or are we going to go ahead, are we going to do the converter, or are we going to do the converter at all, or are we going to go just start looking into the T5 swap? Now, I will say, probably after this video and after the track video, depending on how that goes, we probably won't get back on this one for a little while. We need to work on some of the other cars, but we have made some progress. So this right here, this will give us we'll let that set tonight, and then we'll come back in the morning. I think we'll finish it up, and maybe we'll work on some other stuff. Got plenty of stuff to work on. So, all right, well, maybe I'll do a little bit more before we leave, but you'll know. If you see, oh, these videos, they're so bad. Anyway, whatever. It is what it is. Well, that's going to do it for today. We got the rad in and the fan hooked back up. We got the alternator back on and the crank pulley, and you know, got the lower intake bolted on, got some stuff plugged in. So we pulled all the plug wires because we got to wire it up for the HO firing order, and basically just bolt the upper on and hook that stuff up, and then pull number one out, roll it around to top dead center, and drop the dizzy in, and then wire up the plug wires, and then see what we got. See if it'll start and run, and then set the timing and take it for a little ride. So hopefully we can get that done tomorrow, and hopefully it'll, you know, run okay. So we'll see. All right, well, I'll see you guys in just a second. I think we're ready to put the upper on. All right. Piece by piece. All right, now we're going to try and find top dead center. There we go. Do it one more time. Dang it. This is when a start button comes in handy. I forgot mine. All right. We is good to go. Clean the base off real quick so we can see our factory mark. Factory timing mark. Come on, girl. I will be the first to admit that they never drop in. I very rarely drop one in clean. It's pretty close right there. All right, now we just gotta wire it up. All right, well, we've got it wired up and whatnot. So we got some dizzy dropped in. Let's see if it'll start or make a noise. Oh, hey. Hey, hey, hey. We got life. At least a little bit. Give it a little bit more timing. Let's give it all the timing. All of it. There we go. Now let's see what we got. May need to turn the idle up a little bit. That's odd. That is a little odd. We got one lifter ticking. It may quiet down in a minute. Or it may not. Got no water in it. Oil pressure's good. But it runs and idles. Check engine light's not even on yet. Well, there we go. Boom, goes the dynamite. All right, well, we need to put some water in it and see what's what. So let me do that real quick. But so far, success. Can't even see. Success. All right, we're gonna check the timing real quick. Ouch, sorry. There we go. Oh wow, we hit. We're on about 17, which is probably a touch high, but we'll see how it works. But we know that we're really in the ballpark. So now we got, like I say, we got to put some water in it. So let me go do that. We got our ram air on. Of course, we don't have the hood on yet. We just drove it around, put some water in it. Everything seems okay. So I think now it's time to go for a little drive. All right, this video is gonna be really long. I apologize. I don't know how they get so long, they just do. Probably because of me talking. So let's get in the car, let's go for a ride. Well, there you go. First off, I'd like to apologize. I had the GoPro in the car, and as usual, I screwed it up. I turned it on. I didn't even look to see if it was recording. Hop in the car, take off, ride around, do burnouts, blah. And when I pulled back in, I went to turn it off and realized that I had it on picture. So I'm sorry. On a side note, in our next video, we'll have some in-car footage. Whoopie-doo. So we're gonna wrap this one up. It's really long. But we're pretty happy with the results. We got our boom tube where we can use it, it's functioning. We got our HO cam in, we got our 19-pound injectors, we got our DA1 computer. It all seems to be working copacetic with each other. Runs good, it idles decent, feels a little faster. We've got right around well, I was having to shift at about 4,500 or 44, 4,500-ish. Now it'll go to 52. I've got the shift light set at 55, and it'll kind of bump right at the top of 55. So we're probably going to put it at 52 or so, 5250, and that gives us a 500 or 600, 700 more usable RPM, and along with the cam, so it feels a lot better, or feels better. So we're excited about that. Our next video, we're going to do the track lock. I know, sorry. And we'll drive it around a little bit. Maybe this time we'll actually have footage in the car, and we'll be able to do a two-wheel burnout, which would be nice. So until next time, thanks for watching. Thanks for putting up with us. Thanks for putting up with this garbage. And if you watched all the way to the end, by God, you're a trooper, because this thing's gonna be about 43 minutes long of stupidity. And again, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for watching. We hit a home run with our camshaft. Oh, God. And until next time on the Substandard Leader and Fox Body videos, lover of vans, lover of 4 eyes, lover of piece of crap Mustangs, trust he's right there, and lover of Lincolns. We'll see you guys later.